SAC actually amongst the 4 groups. Not the group of death, not the group of life, just in the middle, somewhere in the middle. So I'm really quite interested to see how this boils down since
game 1
we've already seen Worlds. So we'll be going into the drafts and discuss things.
Worlds is looking nice too. Watching those qualifiers.
Yeah. Anyways, the drafts has already started. We already seen Worlds play, so I'm pretty sure most of these teams were able to like emulate a bit of that Worlds vibes, copy some of those picks, right?
We'll see Worlds meta right here.
Yeah, I mean, before
so much Zaya. Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
Like before, we used to emulate the 3 groups emulated their own kinds of play, but right now, since there's finally another competitive play that's been shown once again in live broadcast, these teams finally have something to emulate, right?
Yeah.
Which is Worlds. So. Yeah, Pantheon right off the bat getting banned.
Of course.
Come on.
I mean, you will not want to give the enemy a Pantheon. I mean, there is so much lane control with that ultimate.
Yeah,
it's crazy. He can with a snap of that finger, you can immediately go to your lane.
Yeah.
Gank, he has this stun. He has this invulnerable. The 3rd skill.
Yeah. Can tower dive with
freaking annoying, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you're updated with Worlds, you do see that Pantheon has a 100% ban rate, and if he's not banned, he's 100% winning the game. So that's technically insane. Getting that off the bat, and then we do see the Thresh and the bans as well. So quite a solo lane focused here for the side.
For the St. Anthony's College,
Yeah, St. Anthony's.
They keep banning the top lanes.
The carries, their best players probably in the top lane. They're just leaning a bit into them, I guess.
I guess so. I get maybe they'd taken their homework, right? Or something. Target banning one particular person, but of course we do see the Vladimir as well. Very stable champion. I have seen Nuguri tried out this new Klepto Vladimir play. Well, it's not technically new, but he bought an ancient coin on top lane with Kleptomancy, and his gold skyrocketed. He was like a robber, dude. He had 25,000 gold at the end of the game. That was before 30 minutes.
Insane. That's insane.
So fast.
And
just pushing that.
Having that gold advantage for Vladimir will definitely be a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean,
especially past 20 minutes, all of a sudden that guy's.
You cannot kill that Vladimir, bro. The
hyper carry in the later stages of the game.
Phase rush is cool, but if you're gonna get that power spike at 20 minutes, might as well take that play, though. I'd take that all day.
But here we see that St. Anthony's College is picking. Oh wait,
first pick top, huh?
Renekton or not?
So many focus bans, and they don't even take the counter pick.
I do like the ban for the Morgana, but I do think that they left open the Rakan Saya for this. There is nothing to counter the Rakan Saya once you ban the Morgana, so quite questionable actually. But we'll see what the red team here has to say about that.
See, but I kind of like the Renekton pick because it's kind of a flex because you know how Renekton's been going in and all that, so it's kind of nice to have a little mix up in there.
They do prioritize Jarvan, which is quite high in priority actually right now, and it's very easy to execute during the early to late mid-game stages. And of course in team fights, it's just indispensable with the amount of crowd control he has.
Yeah, and just how much AD you could put out. You know?
Yeah, as well. Depending on the build path, right?
Yeah,
you have multiple build paths with this champion.
He could just go AD with the Gargoyle Stoneplate and be healthy enough to get out, you know?
Tag everything up, right?
Yeah. That Stoneplate is broken.
Braum.
Braum is good, but I don't like him as an early pick.
Yeah, I know, right? There's not much synergy so far just yet.
Here we're seeing the St. Anthony's College picking the...
hovering on the Kayn, right?
See, Braum isn't too good against the Kayn and the Renekton. You know, he's not the greatest. What's he gonna do? Give 1.5 seconds of CC?
What is shield? What is Braum gonna shield?
Exactly.
Right?
The Renekton is gonna run down his ADC.
True.
There's
With
not
that
much
double dash, no, you cannot. You still need that 4 attack to proc that stun from the Braum.
Yeah. And that stun's probably not even going to be that bad because you know Renekton's going to switch to Merc Treads if that gets too bad anyways.
But anyways, our Lovers duo will not be shown in this game since the Rakan actually gets picked here from the red side. Unless, of course, it gets banned or it...
I don't see the need for that Kayn pick, but maybe they want later picks for their mid and their bot lane or top lane, whichever, mid or top. But the Rakan pick, I would have taken, might as well just take the Xayah with it. You know, just ensure it together. You could get that Kayn later.
Yeah, they should have just done that, in my opinion. I would have agreed with that one, but they do somehow pick the Kayn for some awkward reasons, and I do see the AcadArena, which... quite questionable with professional play, right? Crowd control is easy to do in, more... professional play, right? Like
True.
everybody's more coordinated in like chaining their CC or picking their poison.
Because they know who to pick.
Yeah, and so
right off
Q-
the bat, especially with these kind of champions. I mean, they can easily.
True. In solo
Counter
queue, I
that,
mean,
right?
like Katarina can pop off because nobody like knows how to
No one
prioritize people.
no one
But
has synergy. No one
This
has
is better.
synergy in solo queue, but you know.
That's a good ban.
that's a good ban right over
That's
there.
a good ban.
Yeah, Saya finally gets
Split
banned.
it up.
Split up the lovers duo, but of course Rakan can stand on his own pretty well, even without the Saya. But yeah, I still agree with the ban right over there. And the Silas, of course, even with the recent nerfs, he's still kind of viable actually. He's even seen
I tried it last time. The life steal is this one.
Yeah, so the
Which is
two
crazy.
yeah, so the two queens of professional
Kingslayer, terrible skill.
What's that called?
the two marksmen queens.
Why?
Imagine if they have the Renekton, the King, and then the Rakan, and then they had the what do you call this? The Kingslayer. They can just pop out the ult and get the Jarvan ult, and then
All of a sudden, it's a free team fight.
true.
Yeah. But we do see that both the queens of the marksmen, the ones with the highest win rates in professional league play, just the Kaisa and Saya getting banned right over here, which leaves the Varus open to be picked up right now.
I don't like that Varus.
Of course.
Like, what are you doing with a Kane and a Renekton picking Varus and a Rakan picking Varus?
I beg to disagree, actually. The Braum and the Varus is a very good combination in lane with the amount of kill pressure with their CC. When they get to level 6, they practically smash the Rakan Draven matchup due to the defensive blocks from the Braum's E. That should work well with them. And of course, we do see the insane lockdown. Passive into Varus ultimate. It's just good amount of CC
Yeah,
overall.
but the thing is, the Braum Varus is a lost lane if they die once in like before 6. If they die before 6, that lane is gone. And then they have a Katarina who they need to be supporting. Like, they're not building around this cat like they're supposed to.
True.
You know, they picked it up, but they're not doing what they need with it. Like, their team comp's a little messy to have a Katarina. Like, they have AoE, but who's gonna like really distract people? Like, they're gonna kill the Varus in a heartbeat, then they're gonna kill the cat. Jarvan, they're not even gonna bother to focus most of the time.
Okay, so I
but
do
the
like
Jax.
this pick with the Jax.
Yeah.
This enables their entire
That's
team
probably
composition.
the game changer on the Leganes National High School part.
Yeah, the reason why they probably hold on, is this Jungle Jax? I would prefer it on top. Yeah, that top Jax.
okay.
The Jax. Yeah, the Jax actually enables their team composition.
Renekton will wreck Jarvan if he goes top. I swear to God, there's no way.
I was thinking about talking about Jarvan as a flex, and then I was like, nah, he's gonna get worked up top. He's gonna.
That's a Renekton. You don't. He's just gonna smash you up, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Analysis time for you guys. Your votes on the team compositions or like whatever you have
I
to say.
really
about
like
the
the St.
composition.
Anthony's College because they have just so many CC.
I
I mean,
this
the,
team. This team.
The other side, the one with the Renekton, St. Anthony's College,
Oh, okay.
the Crusaders.
Yeah.
They have so
Just
much.
because we're flipped.
Oh yeah. It's over there. I mean, they have so much. They can go in easily and then just get out. Easily, especially with that LeBlanc and then the Kane. Once that they caught that Varus or that Katarina, it's gone.
Yeah.
Their
team
team comes Leganes National High School team composition crumbles.
Well, but the only problem is that Jax.
That Jax though.
That Jax. If that Jax
That Jax
gets
gets
big,
powered up.
he's going to tear up the whole game. If they get past 30 minutes, the game's done, in my opinion. I think they win. I don't know. Dulanilas.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so weird. It's so
But I think this team has it past 30. But if they can end it before that, it's possible.
possible.
I do think that on the final rounds is that execution wise, I'd go for the 4v4 matchup. I'm going with this team right over here. They do have the combinations with the Jarvan and the Braum, the amounts of CC and the Varus, right?
Yeah.
So when they do pile people up inside the Cataclysms, inside the
And
Glacial
then all the Braum.
Fissure,
Yeah.
and the Tendrils, right, from the Varus, Katarina could just follow it up with a Black Lotus and
True.
just all in the middle of everyone.
it will-
Well, everybody's CC'd, right? So no one can stop her CC, her ultimate. And no one can practically match the Jax on the side lane for the others
I
for
agree.
this side right over here. if it does get to the later stages. So I think key points for this team is to slow down the Jacks from ramping up. Because once he becomes that split push menace, I think it's game over for them. They have to stop the Jacks from getting that. I think that's their win condition right now. So it can go either way. I think this is a 50-50 matchup for both these teams. It all depends on their execution. But we'll be loading into the Rift, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back here at EAA.
Cause I know that you ain't mine, and I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see no tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done
I'm not gonna lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight, unknown brain and mind me, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, get too strong when I battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief on my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my throat, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. It's a war zone. Yeah, feel the impact. Yeah, break it open, leaving nothing fucking intact. Hey yo, you been hacked. You're safe, hard in, but I found it, homie, been cracked. Hey yo, we been back. You been stacking, see you flexing with the thin stack. Hey bitch, you been whacked. I kill them all, feel the motherfucking impact. Yo, this a war zone, homie, say you ready and prepared. Take a minute, make them aware. Well, I be sneaking in the back, but it's what the clap, homie, life ain't fair. Caught me crawling through the mud with a vision, saw it clearly. Born a shepherd to these sheep, make them fear me. This a war zone, trashed out, trap house, nothing ever given. Yeah, every day's a blessing, thank the Lord, oh how I'm living. See me riding with my top down, oh cops round, pedal pressing on the gas. I don't think I'll ever...
Hello.
And now we are now going back to the rep. Oh man, I really like their name. It's not Nilas, Dula Nilas. It's actually, missing slipper.
Yeah, they would be having a slipper.
I really thought it's some kind of like an Orthodox Malaysian name, man.
Oh, I like this as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to engage on a LeBlanc though.
And
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Yeah.
you're not doing this, brothers.
Forecast
Alright,
channel.
alright. Forecast
His
Jan.
name's Forecast channel?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
The cat is Forecast Jan.
What kind of Dula Nilas is just like
What a
it's
troll
a
team.
meme team.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a meme
a troll.
team. Okay.
Okay, this is getting interesting.
But they got caught up there by the block, so no invades for you guys.
So this is interesting. Hold on. I want to point out the starting paths for both junglers, and I do see this all the time on Kane that he always starts on the Raptor camp, which hides his actual starting location. When you play jungle, you often get leashed by either your top or bottom lane, right? But Kane has this unique playstyle where his Q is actually able to wipe out the Raptor camp solo in like 5 seconds. So it actually masks his starting position. You see, the Renekton shows up top, but also his bottom lane shows up bot as well. So they're not gonna get delayed with regards to XP or gold. And at the same time, they're able to match their lanes pretty well. So this is one of the benefits of having a Kane on your team, is that it masks where you start off in the lane, and at the same time, your side lanes don't lose tempo advantage.
Also, it's like, I forgot what I was going to say.
That's interesting. I never knew that. Whenever I go Kane, that's probably why I always lose this Kane. I've seen really good Kane players. The last time we got wrecked by a Kane. It's so annoying. Kane is just annoying. He's going through on and off the walls, stuff like that.
Yeah, just running
It's
around.
scary. It's scary, especially if it's a Soul Hunter King.
Yeah. He just shows up. He's so glowy.
And he actually gets to level 3 because of the
Krugs.
of the Krugs and the Raptor camp, so he's actually viable for a gank here on the bottom side of the map.
Yeah.
But so is the J4 actually, so offering onto the blue buff right over here, we might see an early fight between these teams.
Oh, but Kane is moving in. He knows he started red, so he knows he's on bot side. I think Kane can
I
take
think
this
he's
one
gonna
more.
go invade.
Yeah, he's gonna invade this one. It's actually
he
really low on J4.
Yeah, there you go.
Forces.
Auto flash.
He can take that 1v1 all day. Like, he can take it. Jarvan can't sustain that well in the jungle.
Oh wow, that's so
there's a
early.
bad fight.
Yeah, and here comes
it's
the
a bad fight. Here it
actual
comes.
fight of the game. Early game 4v4 between these teams, and now it's 4v4. Here comes the first blood onto the ground. Good job from the Draven. That is the proccing of his passive. Gori stacks all the way, baby. So much gold, and this Katarina gets forced to flash out of this fight, and now it actually goes for the side of St. Anthony. They collapsed so well in that matchup.
That was so good. That was so good. I mean, they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but I don't...
It's so early. They just really can't do anything.
Yeah, but that was a big misplay by the Braum. Like, he should have known in that instant. Like, LeBlanc was coming down. He's already slowed. He should have just flashed the wall as soon as Rakan hit his W, you know? That would have been a clean fight, no deaths. Instead, they end up 0 for 2.
Yeah, the
They had to
J4 was
fight.
actually pushed out of his lane and even forced to flash. You're gonna take that fight.
Yeah.
St. Anthony's gonna take that any time of the day.
It's like, come on. It's what, 2v4. Your cat's not even moving yet. Like, what are you
He
doing?
doesn't have
there?
any skills to jump off.
Yeah. And they were trying to pinch on the Jarvan, like, come on, or the Kane. Like, what are you doing? Come on, man.
That was a really bad move, bro. For Dula Nilas.
Yeah.
Dula Nilas.
And one thing I do want to point out as well is it's really not the most optimal thing also the shot. Right, good trading on the top.
Good
I
weight,
don't.
by the way.
You do not want to feed kills to the Draven earlier on because of his passive. The
Because of
glory
his passive.
stacks just have so much snowball potential if it starts proccing.
Yeah.
So aggressive.
Yeah. Braum's a little nuts.
I agree. We're really gonna see that Jarvan.
Oh, actually, J4's pathing towards the top side of the map right over here, but the Jax gets
Forcing
forced to
flash.
flash.
But we also see that the King is there.
Yeah, hovering here on the top side of the map.
There's
All that
no
Renekton
way.
needs to
There's
do
no
is
way.
just slow this down.
Oh
And there
my
is
God,
the flash.
J4!
That wave was way too huge. It's not a spot to fight, you know?
That was technically a 2v1 outplay by him, thanks to the minions as well.
I agree. the Renekton knew that the Kane is already on the top, and it's very easy for him to back him up. And he just waited. He just stalled that Jarvan, and again, Jarvan gets his head blocked off by Kane.
Yeah, and this is a very bad start for a jungler, especially knowing that there's double of the ESC as advantage right over here.
Okay. Okay.
Look at the slow.
Mr. Nectar's just having a field day right now with a 10 CS advantage and the kill onto this shot.
But that's not the worst for
Oh, he actually
flashes in!
Just
He
flashes
knows that
down.
there is no stun, there is no dodge. You don't counter attack from that Jax.
Yeah, and Jax actually flashed, right?
Yeah, he
Beforehand.
flashed
Yeah,
it.
true. Looking really grim for Legatus National High School right here, right now.
Like, Kane could gank bot, like, at
This
any
is
moment.
practically their only winning lane right now.
And
Yeah, there's no heal, there's no flash on Braum, you know?
Some of their spells are actually kind of down right now. So
And I think Braum went exhausted and used it last fight too, so it's like, he's
Nothing.
really gankable.
And they're really pushing their lane.
yeah, this is good. What they should be doing right now is hard shoving this in so that pushes back. And I do think that, as I said, Varus and Braum can hold their own against the Rakan Raven during a 2v2 matchup. So they could freeze the lane that way and start taking advantages off of that. Because I do kind of think that with the amount of CC that J4 can provide on the 3v3s, their bottom lane should be their win condition right now.
Yeah.
Just this Renekton is just spitting on the face of Jack, bro. Just like woof.
I wouldn't say bot is their win condition, I think bot is their way into their win condition.
Yeah,
which is Jax.
that's more accurate representation of that, and that's this is a very good proactive play right now. Taking the Cloud Drake, but it may not be the best Drake, but it's still one.
It's still one Drake.
It's still something.
It's still something.
Yeah.
Just something to just not make them bleed out.
Man.
Because you really see that the St. Anthony's College is taking this one.
Imagine being this Jax and being down a whole BF. Imagine like how bad that must suck right now.
And the way the lane's being frozen right now is just absolutely awful.
Yeah, he's like down like almost 1k pretty much in value. And then Renekton has what, one level over?
A BF sword, bro.
Yeah, like a full BF sword. His Shojin's coming. He'll have his Shojin probably like 11 minutes. You know? That's
Because of
insane.
that kill. Because of that, you get 2 kills, bro.
Yeah.
2 kills it.
And he just gets so much lane pile. Meanwhile, this Cat LeBlanc matchup isn't going too bad with the Cat. She's playing it how she should. Oh?
Ooh.
Good trade right there.
Good trade there. Good trade.
I don't know. I thought that was a good time to go in. Yeah. She could have dodged around with the minions.
Kane's
Really.
actually hovering here on the top and middle side
Oh,
jungle.
he's
So
gonna
he's
go
looking
against
for his
Oh, wait, we're
opportunities.
seeing that the
Both
J4
junglers are actually
whoa.
pinging on the top side of the map. I think this could be a
Kane's
2v2.
having
As
two
actually,
junglers.
Douglas
he
gets
missed!
flashed right over here.
Jax,
And the knockup
good
actually
night.
misses.
It's
And
like
there
once-
goes the kill for Jisoo. And it forces the flash once again from this J4. Just absolute disaster for the side of
my
Legacy National High School.
God.
And they go in thanks to the Rakan TPing on the top side of the map. He actually
That was so good.
took the spell book from this one.
Wait, how does Rakan? Does he have spell?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
actually. Wait, yeah, he had TP. Is
I
that?
guess he took spellbook.
Spellbook, or
Yeah,
I can't see the spellbook right away.
Yeah.
The screen's actually too small right now.
Oh,
but
but
here
this
comes
is
AcadArena
the
actually going for the 1v1.
Oh,
But she
good
gets
dodge.
forced to flash out of her own jungle. This is
Oh.
disaster one after another right now. For the side of like
Really looking really bad.
another
Oh,
TP on the top side of the
Renekton is
map.
coming in.
Renekton's not done just yet. There
Oh,
goes the Q though.
But he has no
goodness.
flash, so
With the
Good kill. Yeah,
stun
true,
slow.
true.
So that
If
actually
that
dissuades him.
Renekton had caught up with that, it's automatically game over for them, for the bulk of them.
I kind of don't like that TP. Like, he could have held that. He lost a little bit of pressure up top. Now Jax is catching up from farm, and it's like, but he is 4 kills over, so it doesn't matter now.
It gives a bit of respite for the Jax, but
Four
he's still
kills,
in
bro,
an
that's it.
insanely awful state right now.
He's gonna have a Shojin.
But the thing is, when you're facing a Jax as a Renekton, it's like you just want to slow him down the whole time. He should be committing that TP to going back to top. Just keep that pressure going. Really shut him down. Just keep that Jax useless.
I can't agree.
Yeah. Like, the gang is nice, but your Draven is there for damage, but you can put out
Oh, we got another fight here on the bottom side of the
fight
map.
after fight, bro.
We actually have the chase right now. There's no flash on this
my
J4,
God.
and he gets taken
AcadArena
down.
could not do anything. They could not do anything on that one. They're really, really. Ooh.
You think we're gonna see Blue Cane? I think that'd be funny.
I really think that they're gonna go for Blue Cane.
You think so? I think Red Cane's just more optimal, but Blue Cane would be hilarious.
There are 3 carries, right? Stanky members, but they're so far behind that Blue King would be the best pick actually from this. If you want to snowball your lead,
You could really run over that dragon.
The
You're gonna have 2
Jarvan,
jungles soon.
Katarina, and that Varus will be gone in like seconds.
Yeah.
If he goes for Blue Cane.
oh, Kane's actually here on the
They actually
flank
go
right
for
now.
Blue
He's
Cane.
passing through the wall, going for this Varus.
Kane.
He's gonna try to
There
force
it
a
is.
knockout, but the flash gets forced first, and
Oh,
then
the
the members are
knockout
cut
goes
up
in.
to the follow-up. But
Whoa.
here comes the Glacial Fisher by the Braum, and now
Oh,
it's the
that was
comeback
good.
play
There we go.
from
There
the
we go.
J4.
Here we go.
Cataclysm
Here we
secures
go.
them 2 kills, and they're not done just yet. They smell blood. Katarina's still
Oh, they
following
went
this
for it.
up, but they back up.
I thought that win would be enough.
To cancel almost.
Yeah.
Would have been. That was good. That was good backup right there. That miss from that the Kane tossed them.
Yeah, the slow miss. Yeah.
And then they got caught up.
Oh, the thought. They're,
oh,
they're actually trying to fight one another right over. There's a mini
Oh no.
frame drop right over.
Stacy. Just Stacy. She didn't
They're not
throw
done
it
just
through.
yet. They're still going
She
at
never
each other's throat.
Bloody
The
Ignite.
Ignite gets popped right over here. And the
And
auto tap as
bye-bye.
well. The last tick from the Ignite finishes.
Man, those
this.
plays so bad. She canceled 3 Qs because of brush. Like, she didn't even proc her sigil. Like, come on.
He just stood there. The Katarina just stood there.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
So at this point, the solo laners for St. Anthony's is actually both primed to carry this game. We're seeing a 3-0 LeBlanc and a 4-0 Renekton on the top side of the map. This is just absolute dominance for their side. And now, with the amount of tempo advantage they have, they could just
Wait.
push forward their advantages, right? Like get this and this Drake right now. Even the turret on the bottom side of the map, they should be pressuring this. If they could get a first turret off of this and put the Draven in the mid lane, the amount of pressure that they could force on the map with the 1-3-1 is just going to be insane at this point in the game.
So, like, I'm a little confused here. Where did LeBlanc get 3 kills?
During their homes, I'm pretty sure, but one of them was that Katarina fight.
Yeah, there was one. That's all I
That's
remember.
one. Yeah, me too actually. Since when did the Blanc got a kill?
Because the first blood was given to Draven, I think.
I think
yeah, that was
the
previous.
other one was during that 4v4 fight, 3v3
Oh,
fight, right?
yeah,
in the
yeah.
start of the game, 4v4 I mean.
Oh yeah, there was
Because-
2 kills. There was 2 kills.
Yeah,
oh,
two kills,
the other one was from the LeBlanc. Okay. I really got, yeah. I thought that did LeBlanc kill Katarina on the lane? I don't know. I don't think so.
I felt
Only
it.
one.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at how aggressive this Renekton is
He's
actually.
just
It's
started
just
his
so...
own. But the
Wandering
king is there
place.
wandering. They don't know that.
Oh no, another
Bye.
solo kill.
Bye. See, this is the problem with that.
Oh yeah, for that one. The Cataclysm secures the kill, and Kane
Okay.
wants to avenge
How did
his
Kane win
own
this?
mid laner right now. He's on the chase onto this J4, but he's not going to be able to secure it enough.
If that would have been a blue can, they probably could kill
Yeah.
that Jarvan really well.
Since he went red, I don't think he's 1v1 potentially.
Interesting. Usually when you're down on J4, you go for the Cinder Hulk, but he's actually going for the Warrior Enhancement.
I think probably he's gonna do one-shot build.
Yeah, one-shot builds.
The full lethality, probably.
It's gonna be hard to do that though, right? Like, look at
This Renekton has a scare
Renekton is so fed right now, man.
It's 14 minutes.
It's so scary. It's so scary.
He has Mercs and his Shojin. All Jax has is Tabi.
Wow.
and
Just
Sage.
thought
Five
it was
flatings on the top side of the map. That was quite. Oh, actually, Dominus gets popped here on the top side of the map. It's gonna be 3 versus 2 as the Kane actually joins the fight. This is 2v2
Oh my God.
right, 3 right now.
Squishy.
Renekton actually flashes
Oh
in
my
and secures
God.
the kill. Thanks to the
Rips
call to
apart.
meet. He actually slices and dices, chasing this Jax and secures the triple kill for himself. Absolute
Triple
dominance
kill.
by the Crocodile.
7-0. That would have been a win for the Legacy National High School because that's.
He got
but
all
unfortunately,
He got all 3 kills.
yeah, he got all 3 kills.
He got off the why?
He was just spinning. He's just spinning to winning.
You technically
Spin to
play Earth mode as Renekton when you get that spear.
The
shoulder.
spirit
Yeah.
from him.
You know what's even crazy? It's so sad because his W is 3 autos if he has his rage up. Like, come on, that's literally Q W. You get another Q. It's
And
like, yeah.
that's probably why
Yeah.
that Katarina got ripped apart because of that rage W and then the spinning Q.
I thought he was gonna die for a second, but the
Yeah,
heals
I
from
thought they lost.
yeah, the heal
Me too.
was just amazing from him.
Yeah. Got his conk
Because
up,
both
got
of
his
them doesn't
life
have MR at the moment.
steal. Yeah.
He
Wait,
flashed in for the Call of the Meek to get the kill secure, which resets the what do you call this? The heals, right? The heals
The
from the Triumph proc and of course the Call of the Meek as well.
Wait, Call of Meek resets on kill?
No, it actually has a healing. He used the
Yeah.
flash into the Call of the Meek
Yeah.
with the Triumph proc, so that's 2 heals at
Plus,
the same
he
time.
has the Spear of Fuji.
He was actually just 1 hit away from being killed there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this Braum is actually in a very tough position right now. He gets forced to flash.
Oh.
Oh wait, are they sure they want to
They
take
don't
this
have to
fight? This
damage.
Renekton could just stand in the middle of the fight.
Oh,
Or
yes,
this
exactly.
he gets another kill.
He
Secured
will
over
get
legendary
it.
now. But
Oh, boy.
actually, this is turning
Good
messy right now as
That's
Renekton
such a
gets another kill for
Triple
himself.
kill!
Triple
He's
kill
still
for the
out for
prop.
blood.
10-0 right now as Tomato gets a kill out of this.
10-0.
Where are you guys going? Oh, they're going back. Okay. They better push something. I'd be mad.
Yeah, they need to get more objectives out of that win. But this is just. I think this game's practically over at this point. It's just
This
so.
Renekton is
Oh,
so
Tenor
overfed.
Renekton, you could do something about it,
Ah.
Renekton. Especially when you're 20 farm down, you know?
This is just so
This is
sad
insane.
to watch.
Indeed. I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, oh, man. Their win conditions was stopping Jax. And they really are. Oh, look at that
They
thing.
said no.
We just
Oh,
won.
no.
Come on, flash! Flash! Why didn't you flash, man? Bank on the crit!
Back on the IE. Like,
All is, bro.
so much damage.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
surprised he went straight for that.
Yeah, that's the thing about Jax is you never should be forcing the fights when for competitive play and just because I don't think there's
slowly
a
build your way up.
yeah there's no top laner that could match Jax in the side lane pushes in the later stages of the game. But if you force it against Renekton amongst all top laners, who is the probably one of the best top laners actually in,
Yeah,
the,
one of the greatest duelers.
in the laning phase, you're just begging
Just
to
gonna
get
bully that, bro.
you're just begging to get bullied.
Begging to get bullied, yeah, like that. And he is exactly doing that. I mean, he's just spinning in on their faces and just healing up.
Yeah, I mean, like, he swallowed practically every form of ultimate during that last team
During
fight
that
in
last
the blue
team fight,
buff.
right?
And he
just
was still
healed
just half
that.
health. He healed it back up.
He just healed it up.
One called Meek and it was done.
And it was done, bro. And imagine, because of that Spear of Sojin, he will get another.
Yeah.
Expect that the heals on this person is... Oh,
What is he?
Build.
Oh, he's GA.
Oh,
He's going straight for
oh,
the GA.
stop.
He's gonna build a
Stop.
GA.
Just stop, Renekton. You're just a bully.
Oh, actually, the
Oh!
quickness actually gets procced over here. It's 3 versus 2 right now. No, wait, hold that thought. Draven's actually coming in from the side as well. And
let's
Kane
go.
uses his ultimate to heal back up. And thanks to Ross, and now there goes the double knockout
Oh
as well.
my God,
Healing
they're just
tons
letting-
and tons of heal right now, and Draven gets a triple
They're
kill
just
for
letting
himself.
that Draven auto hit,
He
bro.
got so many crits. That's
Glory
so sad.
stacks
They don't-
all day long, baby.
They don't even like. They're just standing there inside of that cataclysm. And the Draven is like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Whoa.
He got, it looked like 80% crit there. That was
Did you
so
see
bad.
the amount of healing that Kane did though?
Yeah,
he
no, that was
lasted
nice.
so long.
Yeah.
He's going Conqueror, right?
No, yeah, there.
Yeah.
He already. I think no, I think he took the what do you call this? The electrocute. But the healing from the Kane's Ross form is just absolutely insane because
Yeah.
the healing is not based on flat healing. It's based on percentage healing. So that's just tons and tons of healing when he actually used this 1Q. All his skills are spellbabs at this point.
And think they only have what, one ignite on Katarina? They took exhaust on the Braum.
Yeah, they didn't even
He's running Guardian.
bring a calling, Executioner's calling to stop the
To
healing.
stop
as
the
well.
healing from that Renekton.
That would actually be a godsend to have
Okay.
an Executioner's calling on Morello in this game, considering that there's the healings from the Renekton and there's also lots of healing
From
from
the King.
the King as well.
I agree. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, that's what sustaining
Wow,
them.
look at how ballsy this Katarina is right now.
he just like blinked in, blinked back, and then he just dashes. And the world just
Oh,
thumbs up.
Robin in
Oh,
a very
boy.
bad top position once again.
Oh.
He gets caught by the slice and dash over
Oh,
here.
damn.
He's just getting
Stop
bursted.
up galore.
Bounce house the side of St. Carlos.
Bam.
They are just wiping the floor from the ref right now, and Renekton's
Oh,
not done
Renekton
just
is
yet. He still smells blood
Oh, he's
on
going for him.
the
He's not even going
back
for the
of
jump.
this
wow.
legendary 4G2 right now, pushing the limits of this crocodile.
0.
I thought they were gonna dive the Jax. I was wrong. He went to the tier
Well,
2.
they might actually still dive this. Look at the LeBlanc posturing so aggressively right now.
Oh, wow,
Double
so much
distortion
damage.
into the shades, and there goes Ignite. This
He's
is
dead.
bye
He's dead.
bye.
He's dead.
That was an unofficial
Ace.
ace, right?
Yeah.
24-4. This is just massacre right now.
2 towers, 5 kills, 24 and 4.
Oh, the flash actually moved
Flash,
forward. He
wow.
tried to make
Oh,
the
by
knock-up
the
happen.
point. I'm sorry.
Nothing happens over there. Braum forcing this, but they don't have any form of catch-up damage.
Oh,
but of
that
course,
got-
there's the
oh,
jump
he
from the
missed
center
it.
arena.
Oh.
Trying to pop off, but gets taken down by Don Qatar.
Ballsy,
Meanwhile, the
I
top
mean,
side of the map.
they have to do something. They have to, show something that they're not getting.
I don't know
dominated.
how I could do it. You could just
They're still
That's
pushing
bad,
mid.
I guess, at this point. Just don't die and then lessen your death. Oh my goodness.
God,
just
this rip. See, look at that heal, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just
flashes.
watchtower. Watchtower there.
2 minutes at 21 minutes. Like, what are you going to do? I mean, you could farm, but Baron's up. Like, just,
I think this game's practical.
Yeah.
it's done.
It's
I don't want to sugarcoat things at this point. It's just
I mean, look at that Jax. Look at that Jax. The 0-5 and with that item, comparing to that Black Cleaver Spear of Soldiers.
look
What
at
are
the
you
BM
gonna
as
do?
well.
What
BM
are you
so
gonna
hard.
do?
I'm seriously gonna be frustrated though if they don't Baron. Oh no, they're not Baron.
They can do Baron at this point.
I mean,
they can do anything they want
Yeah,
at this point.
but they should.
True, that
I
is
think they're
true.
gonna shop and set up for the fight. Force a fight on Baron probably.
Yeah, if you don't,
In the game,
you just don't give your opponent any chance to come back, right?
yeah.
If you got the items, just
Yeah, just wrap it up.
but anyways, GA's finally done, as you
But they're
guys
spreading
said.
across the map. Okay.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure Necton's gonna build a Starix Cage as his last item because of that pickaxe right there.
But you see that Everhecton already has that guard. Guardian.
Unkillable.
Practically, he is
Unkillable Croco
unkillable.
King, right? Unkillable Croco King.
I mean, at this point, I would have went for like a Randuin's or something. But I mean, hey, if you want to go Sterax, that's cool. I like my tanky stats.
At this point, he's 11-0-4.
He's
So
just so
insane.
fed, bro.
They can
It's
form
so fed.
it.
They don't even want to go bottom.
You know what?
They
You know
just
what I
let
want to
them,
see?
let, yeah, you know what? Just take it, you know.
You know what I
Just
want to
take
see? 4 people in America, and I want to see a 5v1 with between
With
the person
Renekton.
and the entire team.
If he wins, I mean, no, that's just insane. That's
He
just
probably just
That
has
would be
TP
insane,
up.
dude. I mean, I guess he could die, but like
He
that would
could.
be fun to watch though.
Oh, yeah, see,
Oh.
he's doing it right now.
Oh, he's
He's doing
beginning.
it right now.
He's actually posturing up for it. So, yeah, there
Now
goes
he
the
has a
Baron.
Baron.
Come on, go.
Go.
Come
Oh,
on,
here it
guys!
is.
Come on, guys!
Oh, here it is. We're gonna see it. 5v1. Come on,
That's a
come on.
dance.
Posturing up
Flex
so
that muscle.
aggressively.
Dance.
Oh, he
Flex
wants
that
this!
muscle.
Oh,
He wants this, he wants this, he
How are
wants
we
this.
gonna do it,
He
bro?
wants this.
He wants a piece of it. He wants a piece of it.
Come on. Oh, he's just badging up, bro.
Look at him, he's dancing. He
He's
knows he
sizing them
got
up, he's sizing them up.
it.
No one goes bot. Bot is mine.
His whole team is in the other jungle, and he's up here still posturing. Like, fresh
Come on,
from
bro,
the whole
come on,
map.
bro. Come on, mate.
Come on, bro. I know you want this.
Sink or swim, sink or swim.
It's over, it's over.
It's over.
They're posturing on the bottom side of the map. They just want to secure
Oh,
the
oh,
that not so much damage here.
Good W.
By the double distortion from the LeBlanc. And there goes the leg kill for Jughead right now. Yeah.
He just tries to force that in, bro.
It's over.
over.
Here comes the super minion. They're just gonna
Bye-bye.
taxi up the minions and finish the game at this point. Yeah, they don't want to go in on this one.
It's over.
Save the stats, don't die.
Save the stats.
Save the stats.
Please, at least hold something.
No worry. Save your dignities, boys. There
That
goes
Jackson got
the
nothing to hold.
last
He
chance.
0-6 and 1.
By the AcadArena,
Bro.
shut down onto
That's
the
a,
game.
that's a freaking 06.
Is the last thing they could do, but
You haven't
again.
even, completed an item.
That's wow. He went to EMAT after.